Hello again, welcome back. We're going to continue our discussion of React navigation with React Native or React Native navigation and in particular in the stack view, okay? In the last video, we set up a stack view and we got it navigating between two screens. So here I've got my details screen and here I have my home screen, right? And I have two components here. Why don't we add a little bit of detail here? Maybe I'll borrow this style here and make the detail screen display its text like a little bit larger there. Oh, there we go. So that looks pretty good, right? Okay, so what are we going to do next, right? Well, in the previous video, we set up two screens, right? And we're now navigating from the home screen to the details screen, so from one to the other, and we can go back too. And the two screens are here, right? What if we wanted to navigate to a second and a third screen, right? And also, do we need to make a component for every single screen on the stack, right? So the answer to the second question is no, we can reuse a screen and you can set the content for it dynamically. Imagine situations where you have the same page or the same screen, it's got the same kind of content, but the actual images and text are different every time, right? And that's a very common thing that happens, right? So we can use the same screen over again if we want, right? Okay, and if we want to do that, let's give it a try here as an example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the details screen and I'm going to set up a button. So I'll just copy this right here. This is basically the same detail screen that we had before. I'm going to add a button to it, and this is actually just like the button that we added to the home screen, right? It's got a title and an on press. And when we press it, we're going to call navigation.push. And push adds a screen to the stack. So rather than jumping to a particular screen, it pushes a new copy of a screen onto the stack or a new instance of the screen. So if we're going to use this button right here, we'll need to get navigation, and you'll have to get it from the prop up here. So any screen will receive navigation as a prop, okay? So when I look at stack.screen and I have home screen here, this will receive navigation as a prop. And when I look at stack.screen and I look at, and it's using the detail screen right here, this detail screen is going to receive navigation, okay? If it's implemented this way, right? So I'll go to details screen and let's get the prop first at the top. So I'll get navigation. And then I'm going to paste that button in here. So I'll add a button to it there, and we'll give it a try. So here we are on the home screen, and if I go to the, oh, I forgot, I got an import button. Oops. Let's see here. I said that in the last video, right? There we go. Okay, so I'll click on my home screen. I got the details screen. Here's the details screen again button, right? And you'll notice here when I tap on this one, it takes me to details screen, and then the previous screen is the details screen, right? And then I can go to the next details screen and the next one. You can keep doing this for as much as you like. And then when I click here, what's going to happen is I'm going to go back in the history, screen to screen to screen, and the Stack Navigator will remember each of those screens and navigate back to them, right? All the way until I get back to the home screen again, okay? So if you recall our discussion of the Stack Navigator here, we have a stack of screens, and every time we navigate to a screen, it gets pushed onto the stack, right? You can jump to a particular location in the stack. You can go jump all the way back to the beginning of the stack, or you can go to the previous page or screen in the stack. And that's what the button in the upper left corner does, okay? So let's continue here, right? Where were we here? Oh yeah, so we're here. So let's talk about, like, what if we wanted to jump, like if you were in one of the details screen here, What if you wanted to jump all the way back to the home screen? Like you just want to go all the way to home. You don't want to go back through the previous intervening pages, okay? So we can do that with a button here. I'm going to use the button that says navigate, and then I just name the page that I want to go back to, okay? We can also create a go back button, and go back goes to the previous page. So this go back option right here, if we say navigation go back, it's like the button in the upper corner here, okay? It just goes to the previous page. So let's give it a try. Let's try and implement these two, right? So I'm going to just copy these for expediency and go to my page here. I'm in the details screen, and I've got one button here, and I'm going to add these two new buttons at the bottom here. I kind of wrote these in a short, in the short form there, you know, because the names are short and they just have their on press. Actually, maybe we'll just even move that to their next line. It's kind of easier to read. There we go. Okay, so we've got the title, we've got the go back, and when we go back, we're gonna go back, and when we want to navigate and jump to the home page, we can just say navigate to home, okay? So let's give it a try. So I'm gonna navigate to the details screen, and then I'm gonna go to the details screen about 3 times, and then I'm gonna go back once, and you can see this goes back to the previous details screen, or I can go back again, and then again, and now I can go back to home. Or I could go through a few of the details screens like this, and then I can click go to home. Okay, and then I go all the way to the home. And you notice here that it's not like I added home to the stack, it's like we jumped all the way to the beginning of the stack because it doesn't show the history here. Okay, so anyway, so there's a couple of the options for navigation. Oh yeah, so let's talk about passing parameters to a screen. So sometimes you'll want to configure a screen dynamically, like you'll want to pass some information to it, right? And then have that screen figure out what it wants to display, right? Or have it display the information that you passed, right? So we'll do that by passing params to a route. Maybe I'll stop the video here and I'll handle that in its own video. So thanks for watching, and then we can continue in the next video.